Hi, my name is Chef Blake Ellis, and we're here at the Keiser University Center for Culinary Arts in Sarasota, Florida. Today we're going to be doing a demo on tempering chocolate, milk chocolate specifically. In any tempering, what we need to do is we need to bring the temperature of the chocolate up, as in melt the chocolate to about 100-110 degrees, and then we need to cool the chocolate down and then bring it back up slightly to what we call working temperature. There's two ways to do that. The first way is to do a seeding method, where we're actually just going to add pieces of tempered chocolate into our chocolate and stir it around and agitate it until it becomes tempered, until it cools down. The only problem with this is that the structure, that snap that we're looking for in perfectly tempered chocolate, won't be there as much. Therefore, seeding method is inadequate if you're going to do things like molded chocolates or showpieces. We're going to be doing the tabling method today. Tabling method requires using a marble slab to cool down our chocolate in a very quick and efficient manner. So we have our milk chocolate that is melted. What we're going to do is we're going to pour about between half to 2/3 of our chocolate onto our beautiful marble slab here. Always make sure to work in a clean manner with your chocolate and set the bowl aside. Then what we're going to do is we're going to push the chocolate to the cool spots of the marble in order to allow our chocolate to start to set up. We're looking for what we call Form 5 crystals. The Form 5 crystals, the more of those that we have, the better our chocolate will be. Okay, so we're going to smooth it out there, agitate it. You see we're moving the spatula back and forth to agitate it as we go. We'll let it sit there very briefly, clean off our spatula, and then we're going to take our wide metal spatula and we're going to bring all the chocolate back to the center. We're going to repeat this process a few times until the chocolate has thickened, and that's how we tell that the chocolate is ready to go back in the bowl and become fully tempered. If we weren't tempering our chocolate, we could melt our chocolate, but the problem is that when you go to set it up, the structure won't be there. We'll have what we call fat bloom. The fat will have made its way to the top of the chocolate and won't be emulsified in the chocolate anymore. Same thing that happens here in Florida when we leave our candy bars in our car and put them in the refrigerator. Same theory. So we're going to agitate our chocolate. We have time, temperature, and agitation is what we're looking for in tempering our chocolate. So we want to cool our chocolate down in a quick manner. There's the time. You see the agitation. And then the temperature would be cooling our chocolate down so that we get those nice Form 5 crystals that we're looking for. Okay, you may have to repeat this process a few times, especially here in Florida. We have our hot, humid days. Those days you may need to repeat it a couple more times than in the winter. Also check your thermostat. If your temperature in your room is a little too warm, you may have a hard time getting your chocolate into temper. Most pastry chefs like to work in pastry shops that are about 65 degrees. Okay, bring it back in the middle. You'll see it's starting to thicken up a little bit. Probably this last time should do it for us. We'll be following up this videos with all the different things that you can do once your chocolate is tempered. Everything from bonbons to rolled truffles, chocolate garnishes, chocolate cigarette garnishes. A lot of different things that we can do. So once it's out like this, clean our tools off. Again, repeat the process right back to the center. You see how it's getting nice and thick now. This is because the chocolate is cooling down very nicely on this marble. Okay. Always pull the chocolate towards you. You don't have to reach too far. And the better you clean off the marble, the better the marble will stay cold, therefore allowing you to, see it's starting to thicken up there, allowing you to be able to temper your chocolate very well. Okay, one last little time here, a little more agitation. Okay, we're going to bring it right back to the center. So this was a total of 4 times today. Sometimes you may need more, and I'll show you how to check the chocolate and see if we're in the proper temper in just a second. I'm going to ask for our assistant today, one of our great students here at Keiser, Carmelo, if you'll step forward, please. Carmelo's going to help me get the chocolate back into the bowl. If you're doing this by yourself at home, you'll probably be doing a little bit smaller of a batch, but if not, you can always set yourself up a stand and put the bowl on the stand. We're just going to scrape the chocolate, scraping each time into the bowl. See how it's thickened up a lot since we first poured on the marble. If you make nice clean sweeps, you'll be able to get everything off the proper way. Get as much chocolate as we can. Okay, I'll take a paper towel. I always have plenty of paper towels to clean off any ledge. And we'll set the chocolate back on top. Thank you, Carmelo. And we will just stir this. See how it's thickened up very nicely? We're going to stir this and incorporate all that chocolate to make sure we get that in proper temper. Once your chocolate is in temper, it's important to keep it at the exact same temperature so that it remains in temper. You can use a chocolate warmer that's set at about 30 degrees Celsius, or about 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Or you can go back and forth on a double boiler with some very lightly simmering water. You just need to be careful with water because water is chocolate's enemy and it'll make the chocolate seize up on you. So be careful not to get any water in there. We're just going to take a little test here. Make sure there's no streaking in the chocolate. And once it looks good, we know we have tempered chocolate. Now you can use this for a variety of uses. I hope you come join us and take a look at what we can do.